Let's go.
It's another K-Town beat.
YouTube, it's your boy, Mr. Outliner. I'm back under quarantine, but you know what I'm saying, we still finding ways to get videos in. Hey, how y'all like my new intro? Let me know what y'all think. You know, I just put a couple people in there that I could, couple, you know, popular people, famous people, you know, somebody you might know, you know what I mean? But anyway, so today I'm doing a taper, right? It's at home, so some of these spots are gonna be shadowy, but I'm gonna try to fix them up the best way I can. But we're gonna leave his top curly, and also I got something for y'all. Show y'all a couple of products I got. I got some products of mine, you know, that I just had made. You know, I got the detailing mist, and I'm gonna use a little. I got a 360 Way Pomade, but you can also use it for like curls on the hair. So look, on the taper, we're gonna start. You just seen where I put the comb at, and we're gonna start the taper. So the first thing we're gonna do, sometimes you can do this if you unsure about like the edge up is kind of light towards the front. So if you want to start that C part, just so you have an idea of where everything is gonna line up, you can kind of do that first, a light little line up, just so you'll have an idea, right? But after that, you come and you just start the taper as you normally would, but this is a ball taper, low tempo taper. You know, that's what we're doing. So we're using our detailers here, and we just using them just to clean up the hair, right? We just clean them up real good, making sure everything is bald. You know, we want to get it in. Those are my reference points, like the corner of his ear, like right there. You see where I pointed with the comb, right? So make sure everything is clean. Then after that, the next thing you want to do, you can use a shaver here, or you could just not use it or not use it. But if you use a shaver, you get it a little bit closer, a little bit cleaner, so you can make that taper stand out a lot more, you know. So after that, we're gonna use our seniors, right? This is the new Wahl seniors, and if you don't know, I was selected to the Wahl team, and they sent me these seniors, so I'm gonna put them to work, right? And I have some that I was giving away, and that's the motion that you want to use. You want to go up and come back out, right? So that's what we're doing. You see that? And you just going up like half an inch or a little under that, you know, and you just want to create another guideline. But, you know, you want to not have it, the second guideline, as defined so much. You know, you just want to make it lightly. So that's what we did that motion for, that C, that flicking motion. That's why I did that. So here we're using the one guard. Same motion, but it's open, right? We're using it open to close. And you just go over that next line that you made, right? And you see my thumb at the top. I'm actually stretching it because I do a lot of that, and I might not say it in the video, but if you pay attention to the other hand, you can always see that I'm stretching the scalp, right? So here you're just doing the same motion, getting it off. You know, you working on where the bulk was, and you just working your way down from open to close. You see me adjust the lever, open to close. That's all you want to do, open to close, and until you can't use it anymore, you go from one guard to the next guard. Now also, I'll probably use a little clip over comb here to help me out, but right here I'm pointing to the corners of the blade, because if it's a certain part that you can't get to, because you can't use the whole blade on a taper all the time, right? Because you're working in a small area. So when you're working in a small area, you want to use the corners of the blade, like the last 3-4, you know, points on the blade. That's what you want to use. Then here we have no guard. I'm stretching the skin, see my thumb, and I'm using the corners of the blade again. And I'm gonna work out any dark spots. I want it to be, you know, super the transition to be super nice. You know what I mean? We want the transition to be nice, so you can already kind of tell that it's coming out good. You see this? Right? It's coming out good. You see that? Yeah, so when you use the corner of the blades, what you're actually doing is you're finessing it, right? You're finessing the haircut. That way you don't take off more than you should, right? And it helps you fade a little bit better, right? Also while stretching the skin. So you see that? You see how the fade is starting to come. Now here, I want to use clip over comb because I probably could have used maybe like a 1.5 right here, but in order to save time, sometimes you can just use clip over comb if you really know how to use it. And you see what I'm doing? I'm just taking the bulk off. Maybe I'll make a video on clip over comb, whole haircut coming soon. And right here, I'm feathering it out again. So different techniques with the clip over comb. If you go across it, like ride the tracks, you're taking off the bulk, like what I'm doing there. If you go up on it, you're actually blending it, right? That's from my observation. That's what happens for me. That's why I do those different motions, right? Because that's what works. And like after that, you just go back in and find the dark spots you don't like, and that's what I'm doing. So you can see that this fade is coming out super nice, super clean, right? He got that nice, good curly hair. The hair I wish I had when I was his age and older. You know what I mean? Like, you gonna get all the girls, man. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so that's how it goes. So clip over comb helps you do a lot without picking up other guards, switching, saves you time. You know, it's just something good to have in your arsenal. You know what I mean? After you practice it for a while, you become really good at it. But you see how the taper came out. Y'all see. Y'all let me know how this taper coming, man. Leave me some comments in the comment section, man. You know what I mean? We did that. You know what I'm saying? Clap for the young man. You know what I mean? But anyway, so we're going to finish this side, then we're going to move on to the other side. On this side, we go through the exact same motions, right? Maybe a little less, maybe not clip over comb on this side, maybe not. But we use that same reference point, right? And use the corner of the ear to come up with the ball, then use the same up and out flicking motion that you would use to create the guideline. So here we go trimmer, we go shaver, then we go open, no guard, open. Go up about almost 1/2 inch, come back with the 1 guard. I also might use the 1.5 guard on here instead of using clip over comb, but you get the idea of it. Once you get your foundation down, or your system, or your formula, whatever you want to call it, but once you get that down, everything else is easy because you already know how to approach the haircut. And if you already know how to approach the haircut, 9 times out of 10, your haircut is going to come out good. You know how to approach it, and you know your technique, you're following your system, you're trusting the process. With all of that being said, you know your haircut comes out a lot better. So I'm going to speed it up a little bit here, and just watch what I'm doing, watch the motions that I make, and then I'll show you all the back of the hair, the neckline taper.
Success that brings respect. The barber.
Now, as for the back, you want to do the exact same steps. We don't have to use clip over comb here too much, but you use the exact same steps. You use the trimmer to create your first guideline, and then you use your seniors open to create the second guideline, same motions, and then you use the one and then up into the 1.5. But you just take your time with it, clean it out, make sure periodically you lean the client's head back instead of down, because it's going to give you a different look once you lift his head up. Okay, so it's kind of the same, but you can kind of see where, you know, it's uneven there once he holds his neck up. So that's the thing you kind of want to pay attention to right there. You want to pay attention to, you know, is the line straight, and when he holds his head up, is it going to look any different, right? And we just clean them up just a little bit here, just to knock off, you know, some of the excess hair and to give it that transition. The thing about the shaver is it'll help you more with your transition. It'll give it more of a transition look, like from light to dark, right? For some reason it's just closer, so it works. So like I said, you come back, one guard open, well, no guard open to close, one guard open to close, then 1.5 open to close, and your fade should come out just right. Now here, take your 1.5 guard and you want to hit the dark spot. Use the same motion, the same scoop out motion, and just work it. The only thing about the back of the head that's gonna give you the most problems is the hair tends to grow in so many different directions. So you want to go against the direction flow of the hair. So if it's going down and to the right, you go up and to the right. If you go down and to the left, up and to the left. You know, so it's gonna take a little time, man. You have to just keep working with it. Make sure you use the corners of your blade, because it's gonna help you get into the grooves of that. So just remember that when you're doing the back. I'll let this part finish, and then I'll do the front. Now on to the front. You see it, his hair is very curly, and you see how it goes up in the middle. You see like no hair grows right there. So it's really difficult when you're dealing with things like this, because you don't know whether to like push it back and go up or stay under. The safe thing to do is always stay under, right? If they ask you to push it back, then push it back. For the sake of this video only, I decided to go with like more of a natural lineup. And right here I'm using my 1.5 guard to trim the hair down and the curls down in the front, because I'll need a flat surface to where, you know, when I line them you can see it and it'll come out good, right? And you don't want to cut that much off, you just want to cut a little bit off, you know, just so it can have that look and you can see like everything where it needs to go. After doing the video, I thought, well, man, maybe I should have just, went back on it or whatever, but I didn't. But for the sake of the video and learning and teaching how to do lineups correctly and properly, I chose to do it this way. So don't get in the comments and start saying, man, you should just push them back, man. You should just, if I push them back, you're going to say something. If I don't push them back, you're going to say something. But this is for novice people. If you're an advanced person, then don't pay this no attention. You know what I'm saying? Just keep doing what you're doing. But if you're a beginner, this is the safe thing to do in the barbershop, because the one thing you don't want a person to do is say, hey, you push my kid hairline back. Let them tell you, hey, I don't like it like that natural. I want it to be sharp and super crisp. And then you do it, right? So what we have right here is Detailing Mist by me, Mr. Outliner. Now, Detailing Mist is going to help you create sharp lineups on your haircut, right? And you just spray it, right? And it's just like a spritz, right? So, but this is formulated for me, right? So you just spray it on and you knock it down, right? And the reason why mine is different, is not as sticky. It doesn't burn when you put it on like most of them do, so I wanted something that was more sensitive for people and their scalps, and something that still holds fiber good and holds, it holds the hair down good, and it's gonna make my line look super sharp, right? So you see right here what I'm doing. He don't have hair right here, but I'm gonna give the illusion because of the Detailing Mist. It's gonna give the illusion, right? So what we doing? We start in the middle and we work our way over, right? So that's what we doing. You see this? Boom. You see how sharp that line is? I might have to zoom in a little bit, but see how sharp that line is? That Detailing Mist is something serious, man. Something serious, man. Look at that. Look how sharp that is, man. That ain't all just me. That's a little bit of the clipper work too, little detail in there. You know what I'm saying? It's not all just clipper work. It's that Detailing Mist, man. And I called it that because it's detailing, and that's what we trying to do. We trying to create detail. Now you can see on the sides right here, he was pushed back on this side, but I wanted to bring his natural line out. In a week or two, his line will be able to be perfect, right? In a week or two, because look where I'm putting that line at compared to where it was. Boom. We're not doing no pushback. Everything is nice. You see it nice, but it's just not as full, right? Along the edges as I wanted, but again, the Detailing Mist helps with that. It held the hair in place. I know exactly where it's gonna lay, how it's gonna lay, and boom, look at that taper. That taper with that line is nice. And then you can hit them with a little C cup here. Use the corner of your blades also. It's gonna help you create better lines. You know what I mean? So you see that. You see how the haircut is looking. You see what I did with them. You see how the Detailing Mist works. I also have like 360 Way Pomade. I have shampoo and conditioner, also beard and scalp, and then I also have a beard oil. I'm gonna be showing y'all these items over time, and they will be able for sale in like a week. Once I set up everything, like the site for it to be sold, it could be less than a week, but in a week's time you'll be able to purchase these. And I appreciate everybody if you do purchase it or whatever. I might send something extra or give you a discount code or something, something like that. But anyway, so yeah, you see, it's all about taking your time and having a really dry surface in a nice surface or canvas, whatever you want to call it, to work with in order to achieve great looks. And here you can really tell exactly how the Detailing Mist is working, because it's less hair to work with over here, but you're gonna see how this line, and it makes it so dry and so thorough. You can cut through it with a blade. You understand what I'm saying? Like, look, it's butter. Look at that butter. We detailing and finessing all 2020. That's my thing. 2020 detailing and finessing. So look, you see how sharp that line is? Man, this boy, he ready. He ready. You know what I mean? So that's what we doing. This is a natural lineup. No enhancements on this. We just cleaned them up. You see, boom. You see that edge up? It's nice. It's neat. It's curly. You see the ash line there. That's because of the detail and mist. Like I said, gives it that look. You want to line up your C cups. And again, his hair is a little thin on the side, so we don't have a lot to work with. But I guarantee you, in a week or two, when his hair grow back and everything falls into place, boom, his line is gonna be super nasty. It's gonna be so nasty when it grows in. So, and that's the importance of telling your clients, hey, look, if you use one barber all the time, the barber knows the client's head, right? Because you go to different barbers have different eyes for different things. Another barber probably feel like, man, just go ahead and push that back. And another barber be like, man, nah, let's just keep it like how I'm doing, right? And I ain't saying this a right or wrong way. I'm not knocking the other barber or nothing. That's just not my vision for his hair. For his hair, my vision is this. And I feel like once it grow out, it's gonna be like perfect, But sticking with one barber, it's gonna create your look much better. Hopping around the different barbers is a vision thing. You see his edge up, you see him, he's nice, he's good to go, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's that, the detailing mist. Now let's get into the other parts of the haircut. Now this is a 360 wave pomade that I got right here, and it's by me also. Now this can be used dually, like for curls or waves. But for curls, you kind of want to just wet it up, and work it in. Now you'll see how his hair looks right now. It's curly right now. So we look at it. You see, it naturally curls up, and you can see that, right? But when I put this wave pomade on it, it's gonna make it all the way pop. Check this out. It's gonna pop, and you can see the total difference. And I'm not using a sponge or nothing. Now you see how much texture it gives the hair, how much his curls are starting to pop now. This is a great product, and I'm telling you, it holds the whole day, and it smells very good. Like for some of my products, I wanted them to smell good because like people like to use things that smell good, and so that's why I chose this product, because it smells really good. He loves it. He jumped out the chair. Oh, my hair smells good. Everybody wants their hair to smell good, and you want the curls to pop, and that's what we got right here. The curls pop, and it smells good. Along with the detail and mist, it got a sharp little line. So everything is good here. You know what I mean? So, like I said, these things will be available for purchase in the next coming days. And you see, he keep looking at it. He loves his haircut, but these will be available in the next couple days, so be on the lookout for that. So after you're done, you come back and you just do a little touch-up work here. You know what I mean? Just a little touch-up. Now I did hit him with just a little bit, I'm talking about just a dust of hair fiber, just to make his line pop a little bit more. But it still looks natural. I didn't really alter it too much, but I wanted it to look a little better than it was, and so that's what I did. And now you just coming around and you just trimming any wire hairs that's sticking out. But his haircut came out nice from where we started. You see it, he likes it. I'm telling him now to kind of show his haircut. You see it on the left, and now I'm gonna have him face the right. You see it on the right, because people always say, man, you don't show the whole haircut after you're done. Well, this is the whole haircut. I might show, so that's his left side, so hey, sometimes it's hard for me to spin the camera around. I ain't good with editing and spin the camera around, let you see everything, but this is it. This is where I'm showing you the haircut. So anyway, dang, I almost forgot, because I forgot I had to do the part in the middle of the haircut. So let me show y'all that. So this is basic. Is you start like in the middle, in a slant, so that's what you do. You start in the middle in the slant, and you know, you just kind of clean it up. Take your time. You notice I'm using a detailer here, and the reason why I'm using a detailer here is because of the blade. The blade is able to grasp a lot of the hair, you know, so that's why I like the detailer, because the blade is the teeth in the blade are deep. So that's why I use it. So, you know, so that's the part. You know, I just wanted to show y'all that. I almost forgot to show y'all that. I almost closed the video out. But anyway, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. You know how we do it. Until next time, love, peace, and hair grease. I'm out.